playoff for CTL Season 30 underway. Best of luck in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So here we go, 18 starts, of course. In case this is either somehow your introduction to classic Tetris, or maybe you don't know who these players are, or you've only ever watched Div 1 content on this channel, and you might not know about both of these players. Well, I mean, you've probably seen Cole if it's Div 1, but if it's Winter, maybe you want to know more about Winter. So let's just go ahead and introduce the players. On the left-hand side, PB of 4.2 million, which was set on 19, fun fact, roller out of the United States, has been in Div 1 for quite a while now, and now is trying to fight to stay in the Div. It is Cole. And challenging for that Div 1 spot on the right with a PB of 1.93 million. She is a roller out of the United States. Qualified for her first CTWC Gold bracket this year. Has only been competing in the Classic Tetris League since I think season 25, if I'm not mistaken. And in only 6 seasons, she has climbed the rank to where now she is on the brink of a Division 1 spot. It is Winterra. So we're saying, I wish AdamIrish will win this match. I always win. I always win. Like, we have known this. I always win. I gotta wear these channel points. Cole with 10 Tetrises in a row out of the gate on 228. Winter on 189. We already went over how both players did in the introduction in terms of their divisions. Yeah, Cole went 1-4, only earned 9 points. Actually only avoided automatic relegation by just 3 points, courtesy of beating Tetris Time, who was the only player who finished below Cole. Winter only missed out by 2 points on automatic promotion. In fact, only made it in to the playoffs based off of a superior match record. She won 6 of her 8 matches in Division 2A, compared to Mark and Guapi, who were the 2 players who finished below her, who won 5. As in case you don't know, tiebreakers in CTL are decided in order by match record, game difference, as well as head-to-head record, which is basically the players playing against each other. 33 stride AdamIrish seed moment. I made the play. They're fine. They're doing fine. 347 for Cole at line 67. In fact, doing more than fine. Doing really well. Winter on 277. Line 74. So not actually doing too bad herself. And this predicament here for Cole, who, I mean, previously Cole had made the last 2 championship playoffs in a row in season 28 and 29. Might come as a bit of surprise to see him in this situation where he's fighting to stay in Div 1, but I mean, there was only 6 people who, or actually, yeah, there was only 6 people competing in each Div 1. It was quite a small Div 1 this time, so someone big was gonna land in, I mean, comparatively for Div 1's sake, was gonna land a nice 5 and below there for Cole. And it just so happened to be Cole, who landed in 5th place. Blue Scooty's grandpa saying, "Go Cole." And Cole is going indeed, still maintaining a 90% Tetris rate on 556 to Winter's 416. Winter isn't even on bad pace herself, but Cole has just been on a tear. And continuing to maintain this fantastic efficiency. We'll take a burn, which he's a little bit upset about, but still, this is going to be very good. Does clean up the board nicely. Now just waiting on the next long bar to come down. Skim there with that T, and a bar over for a Tetris to go to 608. 630. Looking to go in here about 654. And that will be what called a 654 transition into level 19. Still very, very good. Winter has 2 more Tetrises to go. Looking to go in here at about 563. Gets a 563 transition. So Cole with the superior transition by about 90k, does hold the real-time lead of about 130, is 6 lines ahead, but is still holding a significant pace advantage. 707 for Cole, 567 for Winter. As I alluded to in the intro, Cole is a fellow, like Winter, a fellow TNP graduate, graduated in April of 2023. So has been kicking around in CTL for a little over 2 years now. Not only is a bona fide Div 1 player at this rate, at least for now, Cole also putting together fantastic performances across the Tetris scene. CTWC, CTM Masters, also just in his own solo games as well. But Cole now in a little bit of trouble, does have a bit of cleanup to do here. Winter's board is still mostly clean. Cole still holds the lead 801 to Winter's 706, but the hang of a square is going to be awkward. It is a Vit setup, and Cole tried going for it, but hung the bar, and it's going to top it at 803. Winter, you are in a chase down. Your target is 804. 2 Tetrises and a bit of change will do it. Now 2 Tetrises will do it, but Winter, I don't even think will necessarily need that. Cole says ghost burns suck. They do. Winter's going to go for the Dusty center while Tetris gets it. And now this is absolutely line-outable. Doesn't even need a Tetris here. Can just single it out, although Winter has set up the Tetris. And she'll get it! And a Tetris there for Winter. She will take game number 1. 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Man, for anyone confused, Tetris boxing is an idea that the AdamIrish experience has floating around in his brain that he wants to try out within the next year or so. Basically, if you know chess boxing, right? You know, like where you alternate between like boxing and like chess. I want to do that, but Tetris. Like I have the full plan for it. It's like, you get level 0 starts. Probably 2 minutes per round, so like the Tetris match doesn't end too soon. 2 minutes per round, boxing and Tetris. And you either win by beating your opponent in the game of Tetris, or by knockout. Or, I mean, I don't think we're going to encourage people to actually knock each other. I think it's like if you just give up as well. Then, yeah. I mean, although if there is a knockout, then, I mean, there's a knockout. It's boxing. You sign up for it. But, yeah, I am going to experiment with the idea. I've set the goal of I want to do it around CTUK. So, like, I'll get, like, 4 people or 6 people. Make it, like, a small tournament. Make people sign waivers so I can't be sued if they get injured. And we will be golden. Yeah, knockout or top out. Yeah, the working title is just Tetris Boxing, but I'm sure I will come up with a smarter name, but I've seen some genuine interest in it, like people like who are genuine like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. I would do this, or I would watch this. So who do we think would be the GOAT? Oh, like probably like Wallband or something. Like someone who's like generally strong. Like Opox would probably be really strong if like he trained. King thinks he would be the GOAT. Cole probably thinks he'd be the GOAT too. 200 for Cole, 158 for Winter. Flux and Porter looking for Friday 19 UTC if you want it. Let me check my calendar. I've updated it, don't worry. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I've got nothing on Friday. Yeah. This week... Oh, no, well, it's not the AdamIrish retirement tour, but this week is going to be the last week that I'll be restreaming for a bit. I am going to be taking a little bit of a vacation, so to speak. Hopefully CTL doesn't crumble without me. 300 for Cole, 259 for Winter. Cole is the GOAT. Nobody denounces ketchup on steak quite like Cole Bucket. Very true. Dan V actually knows how to stream again. Yeah, make him pick up all the slack. Or alternatively, King, you can invite Annie Shark back to the server and she'll just take everything. Like every single match. Granted, you won't get like any commentary because like she uses text to speech, which by the way is fine. Not knocking her for that. Not like it's okay, but yeah. 400 for Cole. Winter's caught up now. 399. No, I didn't say he kicked her out. King. I mean, I think she's only in the TMP server right now, so I don't know if she is gonna come back. I mean, she probably will. But yeah, like if anyone, like especially the newer restreamers, they do not know how like much we were in the trenches trying to get restreams when Annie Shark was like at her peak. Like at her peak, she was taking like 20 to 30 matches a day, I remember. Like every single day. She would like restream from like 5 a.m. to like 4 a.m. the next day. I admire it. But man, it was hard to get matches back then. Tetris, both players still very, very close as we're about to hit level 19 transition. Nice adjustment of that square for Winter. And Skim and a Tetris for Winter. 521 transition. Cole with a 525 4K difference. Tetris for Cole, but a bit of a hang of that T-piece, but should be able to build around it nicely. Liking those burns and a nice L-tuck. Last second adjustment of that J-piece for Cole. Saw the Z-piece coming down and saw an opportunity to find a nice spot for it. Find a nice little home. Winter had a Tetris set up, but now having to take a few extra burns because of that slight gash in the board. Cole could take advantage. Tetris ready, gets a Tetris down. Looking for another, gets another, as Winter is still trying to reach that column 8, row 3 well that she has. Does eventually get the Tetris. Cole on 674 now, Winter 644, so the gap has now grown to just over a Tetris. Cole and Winter have actually faced off against each other once before in a sanctioned Tetris match. It was for the most recent CT12, actually. For Division 1 CT12, it was Cole who got the upper hand in that 2-0. That is the only time they have faced off in a sanctioned match, friendly or otherwise, until now. 828 for Cole, 773 for Winter. Cole takes a couple more burns here. Might allow Winter this time to maybe regain some of that lost pace. But now Winter also in a bit of a rough spot here. And board is climbing. Misdrop of that Z and T, and that's going to be it for Winter at 812. Cole on 873 will take game number 2. So we are now at 1 apiece. 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And wrongly, yeah, exactly. Have we learned nothing? You shouldn't count the lower seed out, absolutely. We did just see that yesterday with Sodium taking out Eyeball. 1 game can turn into 2, 2 games can suddenly turn into 3. We actually had a game number 8 decide our fate in a CTL. Crazy. Tetris is swinging around from both these players. 122 for Cole, 103 for Winter. Ooh, but Cole was trying the spin there with that J piece. Didn't quite land it, so does get a bar over to the left-hand side. Now just trying to get this well back open. Both players fighting to get their well back open here. The Windsor with the... I was saying Winter had the healthier board, but it was Cole who actually got the well open first. But both players will get a Tetris at around the same time there. But yeah, as I said before, last season Cole was competing in Division 1 and actually made it to the championship playoffs. Got to the top 4 after beating Dangler in the first round, but ran into the omnipresent CTL playoffs roadblock that is Blue Scooty in the second round and went out 3-0. But did have a really good showing in Division 1. I finished in 3rd place with a 5-2 record. Winter's board is looking a little bit rough here. She will need to be careful and just, okay. Didn't have to put the J piece immediately left. Wanted to take that initial burn first. And now Cole's board also running into slight difficulties, but a great adjustment of that J piece to be able to get that bar left, and not only get that bar left, but have it be flatter so the board's more accommodating in the end. Ronkley saying, I really hope there's a lot of close games in Scooty's next round, then we consider Neck and Neko. If I have to hear those words be uttered, I'm not going to be a very happy person. Cole with a double, but a lot of cheese to clean up on this board for both players, actually. Cole's board slowly creeping, finally gets the bar he was looking for. It's an S left. Gets that bar right. But still just fighting here, and has allowed Winter to take the lead 351 to 348. Cole, though, still alive, still fighting, and now getting some good pieces to help bring this down. And now has that Tetris, and gets the Tetris! Fist bump for Cole! Well deserved. Great dig. It might be level 18, but you gotta be so locked in, so concentrated to be able to execute a dig like that high up. Because one wrong misstep, and it can be game over. Winter goes in at 424. Cole's still pulling out a 400k transition, despite how long the dig went on at 407. I mean, for many players, 400k transition might be what they might aim for. I remember, I mean, these players came from TMP. They would know exactly about 400k being comparatively good scores, but yeah, at this level it is less than optimal. Oh, beautiful tuck of that J piece and adjustment of the L. Really quick thinking there for Cole. 542 to Winter's 561. Oh yeah, hello, Tayo. Hope you are doing well. Cole didn't get that T-piece all the way over, but will still take the Tetris. Tucks in the J, has a T-spin set up, but not going to take the T-spin, instead going to skim there. Very creative. Gets another Tetris. Winter, meanwhile, with the Akibar now. Tetris ready again. Spire of Z's forming here for Cole. Tetris Winter still holding on to the lead, 664 to Cole's 644. You're in a huge crash, but you have your Orkins. I hope, like, when you mean crash, you mean, like, crash out, rather than being in a crash, because that's not good. Or, like, crash in terms of exhaustion. Tetris Cole 739. Lead is switching back and forth. Tetris Winter 780. Oh, long COVID crash. Got it. I feel you. Been there many a time where, like, sometimes, like, I feel like I have good energy, and then it just hits you, and it is horrible. Like, my long COVID isn't too bad, thankfully, but it can be pretty bad at times. It comes and goes, really. Tetris Winter goes into 29 at 9:03. Cole 9:28. I talked about it on another stream. I can't remember. I think it was during a CTW stream. I'll talk about it after the game. 9.54 for Cole, 9.15 for Winter. Tetris Cole, 9.99. 40 points away from a max out. Well, 39 technically. Max out for Cole in 31. So is Winter. Look how close this is. 5K separating the players. Cole has the well back open. Needs a bar now, though. Is that bar going to come? It does come in time. Tetris, A46. But Cole hangs the bar on the left, and it's going to top out at A46. Winter is going to need A47 here. She is 14K away. Misdrops a J piece, but still board is low. Gets a Z over. Bar is coming at an awkward time, though. She's 10K away, but the board continues to slowly creep. She misses the 5 taps, gets the J over. Crucial getting that over. Still has opportunities for Burns, but hangs the J, and Winter's going to top out at 1,040,000. And Cole will take game 3 by just 6,000 points. It flares up sometimes. Both players are ready to go for game number 4 of a potential 7. It's 2-1 to Cole. Can he extend that lead, or can Winter battle back and make this a best of 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, wrong seats? Yeah, wrong. Looks like wrong seeds. Yeah, so seed should have been... Yeah, Winter did not increment. But yeah, let's go to D5. Let's go to D5. Winter is ready. Cole's ready. Now for the real... Will the real game 4 please stand up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's game 4.1. Game number 4.1, extend the fun. There we go. But yeah. It flares up from time to time. It also kind of flared up during DAS, CTWC DAS, and it flared up yesterday. I've always had pretty bad nausea since about the age of, I want to say 11. Was when I started getting it really bad. And then long COVID made it 10 times worse. To the point where sometimes, like, I cannot get up without feeling like I'm gonna pass out. And I take vitamins, I keep myself hydrated. But, yeah. Cole on 161, Winter 85. Cole has enjoyed a streak of being in Division 1 since Season 25. Got promoted in Season 24 out of Division 2B. Topped that division, in fact. Beating out the likes of Neko, Jerpy, ZXV. Since then, I think this is the first time that Cole has finished in the relegation playoff spots since joining. Although Winter right now is in a little bit of trouble. Takes a nice triple there. Tetris here for Cole, now up to 351, ahead by almost 6 Tetrises over 217 for Winter. Tetris Winter up to 255 now. Nice flat burn with that long bar. Tetris Cole now up to 480. We are now well past the turn. Again, this is a best of 7, so first to 4 will win. So Cole not at match point at the moment, but would go to match point with a game win here. And we'll see. Okay, I think Cole... Right now, I was just going to try to focus on cleaning out this little void that's formed in the board in the middle. Could allow Winter to catch up, and she's already brought the lead down by about 50k. Nice fits there from Cole. But unable to really follow up with it, or follow through and get the burns he was looking for, but still has column 7 open, which could really be the key here if Cole can get what he wants, but oh, that bad bar hang, and that's going to be a top out for Cole at 536. Just a couple of bad misdrops at the worst time. Winter needs 537. That hurts, man. Yeah, I saw you. Just the miss spin. It looked like you were going to get out of that, but miss spin and misdrops after just... That hurt. That hurt more than most. Because that was looking like a good dig. Cole, don't be mean now. Saying, yo, Winter, top out. You need 537, Winter. Ignore Cole. Cole's just being a meanie. $525. Winter's showing Cole. And there's the Tetris. Winter with 5. Okay, Winter, now you can top out. We'll take game number 4, and now it is 2-2 for 5 underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I remember that, Winter. Game 5.1, when will this be done? That's what I'm saying. Fingers crossed this will be the last tech-related issue that we're going to be having. Because, I mean, yeah, 75 minutes for Game 5 starting now is kind of crazy, but we can't control it. It's fine. Nobody's fault. Just in case this might be your first time watching one of these divisional playoff matches, they function differently to the championship playoffs. So how this works, it is the player who finished second. So for 1 to 2 specifically, where there is automatic relegation in Division 1, it's the player who finishes second from bottom in Division 1 against the player who finished in the promotion playoff spot, in this case, third in Division 2. Whoever wins this match will go into Division 1. So, for example, if it was Cole to win and Winter lost, Cole would stay in Division 1. Winter would stay in Division 2. But if Winter was to win, then Winter would go up to Division 1 and Cole would be relegated to Division 2. And again, Cole has not played in Division 2 since Season 24. So, over a year and a half since the last time he was down there. Bull on 239, Winter 212. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my god, Cole! Oh no! What happened there? Tops at 241, and Winter is gonna take game 5! If she takes this game, she'll do it. Both players ready. Game number 6. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Squawk. That's funny. But yeah, this is now really do or die for Cole here. Meanwhile, Winter on the brink here, but I'm sure she will be wary and trying to make sure that what happened on the final day against Peak doesn't happen again here. Cole doesn't get that square piece all the way over. So we'll have that to contend with. It is a hang that is very easy to correct, but just needs the right combo pieces. But Cole will get it. Cleaned back up again, and Tetris ready. Good spins. Although a bit of a drought forming, but both players will get through it. Tetris, Cole 105, Winter 147. J-tuck there for Cole. And another extensive drought. That is going to be a 26-piece drought here, but both players getting through it. Cole getting a couple Tetrises. Winter had to use that long bar to get the well back open, but we'll get another Tetris there. Still leading 222, Cole 185. Winter with the Z-spin. And getting another Tetris down there. Meanwhile, Cole doing a little bit of cleanup on his end. Adjusts that long bar for the J piece coming down. Puts it over to the side so as not to create more dependencies. And we'll get another Tetris. Simul Tetris for both players here. Past the halfway point of level 18. a couple misdrops. Hang of the L and misdrop of the J piece as a result. Didn't really have anywhere else to go for Winter there. Cole up a little bit high, but taking some doubles to maintain the board height. But nasty drag, 25 pieces. Cole will get the Tetris. Winter able to get out of her situation as well for the most part with some burns. A bit of a diving board setup here, but low enough to be able to manage for Winter. Cole with the triple from filling in that bar dependency gets another Tetris. And with Winter's board state not looking the best, this could be a good opportunity for Cole to catch up. 322 Cole, 374 for Winter. And also, I know this isn't a championship match or anything like that. I mean, it's still a pretty important match. But we are currently sitting at $535.69 in our prize pool for Division 1. We've had some great contributions coming in recently. We are looking to pay out the top 4 from the playoff stage of the Div 1 playoffs, as well as $25 each to the winners of each division. Even as little as $1 will go a long way towards supporting these players. We do also have a minimum of a $1,000 goal that we like to reach each and every season. I think we've made that goal the last 8 seasons in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to help us along the way, you can go ahead and go to that Matcherino link and support our amazing players and CTL. After a long and arduous season, Winter with a misdrop, a hang of that L piece, goes into 19 at 420, cleans up the board quite quickly, but Cole now has control and the lead. Tucks in that T. Tetris for Winter, 447, Tetris for Cole, 520. Players with another Tetris down. Tetris Cole again, 575. This drop for Winter with that T piece will still get the Tetris, brings the board down, and it should only take a couple burns to resolve 3 burns exactly and gets the 3 burns she needs. Now Winter having to cover the well here again. Nice T-tuck there for Cole. Tetris 662. Winter 585. Now both boards looking nice and clean here. Cole was Tetris ready, continues to be Tetris ready now with that placement of the J, gets the Tetris 723, Tetris Winter 644. Cole is ahead by 6 lines, but is still decently ahead on pace, but Winter not giving up here. Another bar over Tetris 678. Tetris is now worth 30,000 points in level 24. Make that over 31,000 as Cole goes into level 25. Winter with a J dependency. Fills it in with a bar and gets another J to help flatten out the board. Tetris Cole, 826. Cole with that nice left to right slope in the stack. Does get that nice S-spin there. Bar over Tetris, 860. Winter getting through that small drought as well, 758. But Cole now ahead by over 3 Tetrises here. Tetris Winter 792, Cole with a bit of cleanup to do, and even though that lead is still fairly big in favor of Cole, just one dig like that could really change the tide. Cole does get out of it, but lead is now shrunk down to about less than 50,000 points, now a bit over 50,000 points, but we'll get another Tetris to go back up to 912, although is ahead by 9 lines over Winter, 916 to 834. Cole leads as we're about to go into level 29 for both players here. Winter Tetris 870, And set back up again, and another Tetris for Winter, 906. Now it is pretty much neck and neck as both players go into 29 at the same time here. So it comes down to 29, and how this 29 goes will decide both players' fate after this game. Cole needs to win the battle here to stay alive, to keep his Division 1 hopes alive. Winter, if she can win, will go up to Division 1, but Cole is slamming out, got 2 crucial Tetrises there, now ahead by over 3 Tetrises. Winter is cleaning up at the moment, trying to get that right side back open, but hangs a bar, gets another one over though, and will burn back down, but Cole with a very nice looking clean board. Going for that delayed burn, gets it, waiting for that bar. Tetris Cole, B10 now to Winter's 958. Winter needs to find that second gear. She'll take a triple, but the difference is Cole has taken Tetrises. Just seems, at the moment at least, to be much more comfortable at the moment, although Winter did have a bit of a rough board for a lot of this. Winter's board now looking a lot better. B76 for Cole, now C19 with that Tetris. Winter on 990 now, so Cole only growing this lead, but a couple misdrops here and a couple hangs for Cole. Cole's in trouble. Cole's gonna top out at C21. Winter is in a chase down. C22, 4.5 Tetrises. That's what Winter needs. She's got time. But on level 36, not lava, hangs the bar, hangs 2, gets another bar over. A69. Winter's not dead yet, but no, those misdrops. And Winter's gonna be done at A69. Got 3 bars, was only able to use 1. Still got the Tetris, but 3.5 off, which means that in this playoff match, it will come down to a Game 7. Best of luck to Cole and Winter. Let's put on a good show to conclude this set. Best of luck to both of you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Chen tuning in at the best time. It is Game 7 in this Division 1-2 playoff between Cole and Winterra. Chen saying, go Cole. Nice line spin there for Cole to be able to get that skim. Tetris Winter, Tetris Cole. In terms of games that go the distance, in terms of the deciders of the 339 competitive overall matches, including friendlies that Cole has competed in, 97 of them have gone the distance, and Cole does have a winning record of 50-47, so a slight slightly more than 50% win rate in these situations. I think it's very slightly below his median of 57.8, or is not his average, his win percentage in general. You know, Winter has won almost 70% of her career matches. In 258, she has gone to a decider 76 times. And she has a 44 in the 32 win-loss record, which I think as well is about in line. But the one match they did against each other was not a decider. Cole did sweep that 2-0. Cole on 392, Winter 301, now 324 with that Tetris. Cole still leads by 4 Tetrises exactly. Tetris Winter 370. The last time that Winter was in one of the relegation promotion playoffs was back in season 26, when all the way back when she was in Division 4. She faced off against Ian Keith in that one, won 4-1. Cole 598, Winter 485. I mean, well, other than, of course, the championship playoffs, I don't think, unless I'm reading these wrong, yeah, I don't think Cole has ever been in one of these divisional playoff matches. I think when he's gotten promoted, he's either outright won the div or did enough to get automatics. But this is, oh my goodness, Cole could easily get a 700k transition here. As long as he doesn't just take a burn, I think he wants it. Takes the burn. No, it's not going to happen, folks. But this is still going to be a pretty monstrous, pretty gargantuan 675, now 699 with that Tetris immediately after. Cole on 723 now, Winter 590, and Winter is level 20 here now. 5 Tetrises behind. Chem with the 3-stream watcher streak. Love to see it. Thank you for coming back time and time again. Tetris Cole 801. This is still insane pace here from Cole. He really wants to try to put this one to bed, but Winter's not going to give up that easy. She'll get a Tetris to go to 736. Tetris Cole 916 into 23. Takes 2 burns, another Tetris, 947. This is looking on course for a 24 max. Pulls back that L piece, gets a Tetris. And there it is, 24 max there for Cole, A09. And another Tetris, A41. And the thing is, Winter's not even, like, Winter's on good pace as well here. 836 on level 25 is not bad at all. But this is just relentless here from Cole. Another Tetris, B05 into 26. This is still on for a real strong score. This is, I think it would have been still on for a 1.3, but Cole having to take a few burns here. Yeah, this won't be 1.3, but this will be a still incredibly strong transition. Is allowing Winter to catch up here a little bit. Winter goes in at A85. Despite slowing down a little bit, still a C30 into 29 for Cole. Very nicely done. Tetris Winter now up to B30. She's catching up. Cole hoping to repeat the same tricks as in Game 6. The Winter now Tetris ready. Gets that delayed burn. Now waiting for the bar. Does close the well here temporarily, gets it back open. Cole has a Tetris set up in column 9, but both players getting droughted here. This is a bad drought at a bad time, but Cole will hold out for the Tetris. Tetris for Winter as well. D26 for Cole, B94 for Winter. Tetris Winter again, C35. Cole with a couple misdrops here. Needs to work around. That's a floating J piece if I've ever seen one. Takes a double, takes a single. And Cole bringing it back down to the bottom here. Great down stacking for Cole, but just trying to keep this board in a good spot. Still leading D55, but Winter now closing the gap, now within 100,000 points, C58. That's what I'm saying, Dan V. Both players with the well back over to the right-hand side now, both building up. Both in another drought, both waiting for a bar now. Winter blocks the well off and tried to put the bar in right, and it's gonna top out at C74! There was no getting out of that, it looked like. Even if that bar went into column 4, Winter wouldn't have been able to burn anything. Cole with a F14 going the distance, and just about by the skin of his teeth survives to fight another day in Div 1. But regardless, oh, nice rollover, by the way, just showing off. Getting that good old FMS up. Come on, give him a bar. There it is, 1.7, still going. Ah, wow. But yes, Cole survives. We won't be seeing Div 2 Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Not yet. Not yet. And Div 2 players, I mean, either way, it's still going to be, you're screwed next season, but they breathe a slight sigh of relief that it won't just be Dengler they have to contend with. I mean, Portal could still very well go down as well, which would also be horrible for them, but Cole relieved that he could stay in Div 1, but give it up for Winter. Taking a player like Cole all the way to a Game 7. Line 211 to Violet's line 206, 907, still leading by about 47,000 points. Tetris Portal and another Tetris to take the real-time lead on 930. Violet will fight back with a Tetris and another back-to-back. Portal got a back-to-back, and Violet raised, not a glass as you might expect, but another Back-to-back Tetris. I had to, I'm sorry. I'm awful. A05, both players maxing out. A06 for Portal, A52 for Violet. Oh, a couple misdrops here for Violet. Board is creeping up, hangs the square. Can she get anything over to maybe burn flat? Okay, gets a couple flat burns, but doesn't get the L over to try to